like this is the thing, like a lot of people just see you as a supercar driver now and just do not know any backstory behind yourself. And I think there's probably so many others just like you that have gone through that natural progression and the tough yards and the slog just to get where you are today. So, yeah, it's a big eye opener.
Yeah. It's, I guess everybody has a story as to what makes it difficult for them to get. Nobody has a clean run, but it usually doesn't happen the way that you want it to. But anyway, that's life, isn't it?
So staying with supercar driving, what's the training involved in regards to that? That's a thing that we, as watchers or fans, you just never know. Like you don't see, you only see the race and you don't see the behind the scenes. So what's your training regime like?
Yeah, so I guess for me it's different. Obviously, now working full time, it's more difficult for me to get out and do any kind of training. But I do this is me now. I do your F45s and your running and all that kind of stuff now. As much as I can around work and study and all that kind of stuff. So, but in terms of the full-time supercars guys, some of them obviously take it more seriously than others, but the guys that do take it seriously, they're out there. Like I think of Scott Pyers and your Nick Percats who are out there riding 100Ks on their bikes, a few times a week, running 10Ks a few times a week, doing weights with personal trainers looking after their diet and exercise. Wow. So they take it pretty seriously. And to be honest, racing full-time in supercars is extremely hard on your body due to the heat and stress and length of the races.
I was speaking with Ross a little bit earlier, and when you guys take your helmet off and you get out of that car, you guys are absolutely dripping in sweat.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy shit. It is so. I don't know if you guys have had the chance to sit in a supercar before and have a hot lap, but it is hot in there. It can be up to, so say it's 35 degrees outside, or say it's 30 degrees outside, like at the Gold Coast, for example. It can be up to like 65 degrees in the car there. And
you're in there kidding.
For hours. Yeah.
Jesus.
How do you survive? Like what? How do you battle that? Because that's just, it'll cook you.
Yeah, literally you do get cooked. And you see guys that have a water bottle fail or their cool suit fail. They do literally, they get to a point where they can't do it anymore, and they'll either, I've seen guys like Steve Owen a few years ago at Clips will actually pass out in the race. He stopped talking after a little while and then lost consciousness and crashed the car, which I've never seen that happen aside from that. But it just goes to show the stress that you can be put under if things aren't going the way that you need it to be.
Do you lose a lot of weight as well while sweating in that car? So have you ever weighed yourself before the race and after a race?
I haven't personally weighed myself before and after the race, but I know I did see a news article recently of Nick Percat, who's another BJR driver, recently had a water bottle fail, I think, or his cool suit fail. And I think this was at Townsville a month ago or so. And he lost 5.5 kilos in the race.
Wow. That's so unhealthy.
And I know that he definitely does weigh himself before and after the race because I've seen him do it.
Yeah, it's like being in a bloody sauna. It's freaking crazy.
It was pretty. I didn't think that it would be to that degree either, but that is absolutely insane. And it's all water because there's nothing on him. He's